Well, another adventure up to the mountains, go riding in our side-by-side and ATVs. We have 2018 Crewmax Toyota Limited. The Crewmax is their big crew cab. And it's been a big crew cab since this big one came out, I think in 2007. Been one of the biggest crew cabs out back then. And now they're all kind of grown up to this size. But I love the back window. It slides all the way down. You can stick cameras at it, check your dogs, do all that stuff. But we're going up to Empire and we're going to ride on, one of them is the Red Elephant Trail and the other one I think is Bob Taylor Lake or something.
Yeah, where's the trail book at?
It's over here. I've got the trail book. But this is the 5.7 with basically a 350 and it's 6-speed automatic, and this puts out I think it is 381 horsepower and 401 pound-feet of torque. We're slowing down in traffic. See, we get rained on this afternoon. I've got Eric, my youngest son, and his family, Dina and Jaden, and we're gonna go get lost in the mountains. Stop traffic. But this has got a 430 rear end, and the only other truck you can get a 430 rear end in is, you know, like a Ford F450. You can't. I don't think you can get that in a 350. I don't remember. I don't think you can. But anyway, so it's geared down for trailers, and it does do very well with trailers. Of course, you get hurt on the gas mileage when you're geared that low. I'm really surprised they kept this 430 for this long. That's a long time. You know, going clear back to 2007. Was that 11 years? It's a long time. But anyhow, it's a fun truck. It's quiet, it's solid. You know, it's Toyota. It's going to last forever. That's how I look at these ATVs. We have all Hondas because they'll last forever. And that's what's nice. Comfortable truck. They got big seats. I mean, it's so much different than what Tacoma is. This is like a full-size truck, and it feels like a full-size truck. I fit this really well, where I really don't fit in the seats or anything in Tacoma well. But I do like this truck. I think it's got a 5.5-foot bed. It's either a 5 or 5.5. I'll find that out. It's got the brake controller in here. It's got everything you'd want for towing trailers. It's got the power and the torque. So, you know, it's one of my picks for trailers. But they squat a bit. They do squat a bit. Between this and the Ford 150 and the Nissan Titan, they are the most squatty of the half-ton class. So we want to use a good weight distributing hitch, which we are. We're doing the Load Trail ATV trailer on here, and we do have weight distributing hitch, and it makes it level out so much better and handle so much better. We are in a major traffic jam. It's in the 90s here in Colorado. We're going to get up in high country so we can cool off. Hopefully there's some water crossings. So come join us for the ride and drive. On this Toyota Limited Tundra, we did have to put some extension mirrors because the trailer we are towing is 26 feet long and about 8.5 feet wide. There's that extension mirror. You can see where it attaches the glass of the factory mirror, and you can adjust it just like you would. You can adjust it just by moving the other mirror. So that's cool. It really helps because, you know, these factory mirrors are towing mirrors. Left side of the steering wheel, you got the mirror controls, cargo light, automatic beams, your rear big window. I'll show you that. And then, of course, you adjust your when your inside light comes on with the door or not. And then over here, this is your headlight. So it shows how high in the air it is. If you got a big trailer and you're squatting, you want to turn it down. But this here switch is so cool. that is for your rear window. There's that rear window. Goes up and down. And it covers that whole back. It's got a heated window too, so you can defrost it. But that is so cool. Now you can see how big this cab is on this Crew Max. These came out in 2007 in the big Tundra. They had a small Tundra before that. But this Crew Max is about the biggest cab in the market back then. And you had Mega Cab from Dodge. And then Ford came out with the 1.5 ton in 2014. And then I think GM and Ram both came out with a big 4-inch bigger cab in 2019. Now the Ford Super Duty, using the same cab as 150, came out 4-inch bigger in 17. So that means Toyota Crew Max is one of the very first big crew cabs. Give you that extra 4 inches of room, and it's a big back door. And then you go inside and you have unbelievable leg room. Of course, your seats fold up, and then you can hold a lot of cargo, kind of like a minivan back here. It's awesome. But yeah, you come back to this back seat, move all your junk out of the way, you got a lot of leg room. And then there's a latch on the side of the seat, so you can fold it up, fold both of them. It's a 1/3 and 2/3 the way it looks. Very nice thick seats. All kinds of room back here. I love the back of it, and I love that back window that goes all the way down. Now this Tundra bed, this is just a 5.5 footer, but this has the cargo rail, so you can tie things down. Yeah, we're using our big toy hauler, our work and play from Forest River, and the floor is 26 feet long. It's 8.5 feet wide, which is why we use the extended mirrors, and it's why we use the torsion weight distributing hitch from Gen Y. Now this trailer that we're towing with this Tundra weighs 7,400 pounds, so we still got about 1,000 pounds to hit the max weight for this Tundra Limited with the 5.7 liter V8 and 6-speed automatic. And this is the hindsight monitor I have in my truck for this adventure. Got it right where I can use it. It is awesome. Hopefully you can see the screen, but that's what it looks like on the hindsight. You're monitoring what's behind you. That's right, what's behind the trailer here. Now we can tell if cars are getting too close or what's going on. And here is our hindsight journey camera. This one, you know, it's orange. If it falls in the water, you can find it. The new capture is all black. But I hardwired this in. You can see the wiring harness. I actually wired into the license plate lights. So when I turn my lights on, the camera's on. That's how I like to run. That way I know if I've got a problem with the trailer lights or an unplugged cord or something. But I put it on the back so we can see who's following us. And I also might want to check out what it's like behind me when I'm backing up, because now I can see it with the camera, not just kind of using the mirrors. But I like this. It's a cool camera. We use this one and the new capture. This is waterproof. It's got a very high range, and we've got this one hot wired, so we don't have to worry about batteries. And this monitor, I hope you can see it. This is the Tucson trailer tire pressure monitoring system. And it tells you the air pressure all the way up to 203 pounds. It shows you the temperature in each tire. This will save a lot of tires. We take this on trips for most of all of our trailer projects we do. It's kind of hard to see in a dark cab, but it does have numbers up there. And it's really cool as you move this from vehicle to vehicle. It does have a box, stays on the trailer, that transmits to the cab and receives from all those tires with their internal tire pressure. I don't know if they call it transponders or just what they are, but it's just the same company makes them for Toyota and Nissan for their cars and trucks. It tells you the air pressure inside the tire. It's not outside on the valve stem where the horses are chewing those off. It's in a regular valve stem, all safe and secure inside the tire. This monitor is basically keeping track of those tires, the heat and pressure. I love it. Now this box is up under my tongue of my toy hauler, and it's on the tongue of my tilt trailer. But that box is what receives a signal from your trailer tire core, the antenna inside your trailer tires. It goes to this box, and this box transmits it to the cab and the monitor. So you can move that monitor to any truck you want and use this trailer. So remote, so easy to change. They even have a device you can use one remote on several trucks, several trailers. But this is really easy to set up, and it'll save you a lot of tires, a lot of money in tires. It's one of my favorite accessories. And of course, as usual, using our Gen Y torsion hitch. This separates the movement of the truck and the trailer. And then of course we're using a weight distributing hitch. Now for the dangerous part. Let's start off. This is the fun part of the trail riding. We went up Bill Moore Lake, which was a pretty good trail. There's a few places where it's a little tricky. But we went over toward the Empire Loop. Not sure how much of that we were actually on, but we ended up on the most dangerous trail I've ever been on. It's the Red Elephant Hill. I know it's dangerous because a couple weeks before we went through here, we found out that another side-by-side went up the side of the mountain. And we saw it. And the guy and his family, and he just put 4-point harnesses on his side-by-side. And, you know, they went off this real soft side, and we went through there, and it was very treacherous. But we made it through it, but we looked down and we saw the side-by-side down at the bottom of the mountain there. And the guy had a CB with him, called for help, and it was a Colorado 4x4 rescue that somebody called off the CB message and got him out of there, and everybody survived. And find that on the internet under that Red Elephant Trail. But anyhow, big rocks, big holes, a lot of holes made by other 4x4s on this trail, but you're kind of going around the mountain and going through boulders and giant holes. And you'll see several places where I almost tipped over. But I was always trying to find a tree or a rock that I can lean into, and never ended up leaning into anything. But we were trying to stay level, going through these giant holes. But anyway, I won't go back there. I won't take my family there. We didn't know it was going to be as bad as it was. But yeah, on the trail it's marked in red, which is the dangerous stuff. But we were cautious and we worked together as a team and got through it. But yeah, it kind of turned the fun trip into a dangerous trip, and you know, turned into a scary trip. But yeah, we did survive, and guess what? When we got back, I ordered a CB radio, and I have it now in my Honda side-by-side, my 500 Pioneer. Put it in there with the mobile CB, and then I put an external antenna on it. So hopefully we won't have to use it. But you know, when you're out there in the trail, you're up there above where the cell phones work. You need to have an advantage. You need to have a way of rescuing yourself. If you don't have a satellite phone or you know some of these other things that they make, you might want to look into a CB. But yes, it was. I don't trail ride fast. I trail ride slow, so I can take on the obstacles. I don't want to be airborne. It's not the big thrill I get used to. In the old days, I did that with motorcycles, but I don't really do it with ATVs and side-by-sides.
You want to get off?
But great scenery up there. You know, it was a nice, cool day. It's nice seeing the Bower Mountains. It can be 90 degrees in Denver. Go up the side of the hill and cool off into the 60s and 70s. And this is prime time for trail riding. You know, on the trails here in Colorado. But this, I know it's quite a long feature here, but you'll see just how treacherous some of this was. And I put at the end of the video so you can watch the review on the Toyota Tundra Limited. I like that truck. And then if you want to watch the extra footage, here it is. So see what you can learn and see about what a severe trail looks like. We're going to look more for the moderate ones. But anyway, it was quite a trip.
lot of excitement here with the big rocks and the big holes. So I was trying to cover up a little bit of the new words we learned on the trail. But yeah, it's just kind of how the excitement went that day.
Go a little bit more and you can get on.
Alright. Alright?
Yeah.
Tons of pickup truck questions, right?
Right. Where do we go for the answers?
We go to the Truck Nuts book.
Because we're truck nuts. And we wrote the book, Truck Nuts. We're nuts about truck, the ultimate guide to buying a truck, or to
Yep.
looking at a truck, or judging a truck. You know, whether it's diesel versus gas, new versus used, what your teenagers should learn about trucks, all that. You do all kinds of cool tests.
Yeah, we do a lot of testing. We do the iGauntlet, world's toughest towing test, up the mountain and down the mountain. We do MPG testing on the highway, loaded with trailers.
Yeah.
We do off-road testing. A lot of that data is in this book as well, and it's a one-stop shop for truck information.
That's true. We test trucks, maximum capacity, up to biggest grades you can do on the interstate.
Yep.
So we really put them to the test. And, you know, you can get all the facts you can't find anywhere else. We do MPG tests, which you can't find on any sticker anywhere. So, you know, all that stuff that you can't find is in the book.
And you can find the book at trucknutsbook.com. There are links to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all the other bookstores as well.
So read about your truck nuts.